What's up, projection heads? It's Brian G here with ProjectorScreen.com. We are the authority on all things projection and super excited to share with you this in-depth review of the brand new BenQ V7050i ultra short throw laser 4K projector. This is the latest projector offering from BenQ and its first foray into the ultra short throw laser TV space. It's expected to hit the street with a retail price of around $3,500, which puts it right in the middle of the pack of all of the other UST offerings. So, I know this big brown box sure is pretty, but I want to see what's inside, and I think you do too. So, let's do it. Ta-da! Now, we are the first people in the United States to get our hands on this unit, and we are super grateful that BenQ chose us to be that first company to share this information with you. BenQ is one of our favorite projector manufacturers who makes a killer product at a killer price point to deliver a killer value. Thank you again, BenQ, for sharing this with us. For those of you not familiar with ultra short throw projection or laser TV, let me break it down for you. With a traditional throw projector, you often have to have that unit positioned very far away from your projection surface in order to fill it entirely. Whereas with an ultra short throw projector, these units have been engineered to be able to be placed extremely close to your projection surface in order to get the desired image size. The reason they're called laser TVs is because they were designed to be a television replacement. Yes, that's right, a replacement for your television. Now you can tell that BenQ paid a lot of attention to the design of this projector.
Now that's art.
First and foremost, they went with the black housing as opposed to the white that seems to dominate the space. Now I know after speaking with hundreds of customers that the black housing is absolutely preferred. The sides of this projector incorporate a dust-reducing louver design to help keep the internals clean, as well as a snazzy blue racing stripe as an accent color. The front of this unit has an attractive black fabric covering, hiding the two 5-watt virtual surround sound speakers with tweeter and subwoofer each. Now, while this projector may not have any integrated applications built into the unit itself, it does solve that problem by including this HDMI dongle that's going to let you stream from
every streaming service.
It also comes with two remotes, one that controls the projector by itself and a second that controls both the projector and the included Android dongle.
Just point, click.
This projector has a really unique feature that I have not seen on any other UST. BenQ calls it the automatic sunroof. It's a protective panel that opens up when you turn the projector on and closes covering the lens when you turn the projector off. Its purpose is to prevent dust buildup on the lens when the projector is not in use, but it also will prevent any accidental damage to the lens from pets, kids, or otherwise. The rear of the unit has two HDMI inputs, with one of them being an audio return channel, or ARC. There is one USB port which can provide power to the included Android TV dongle, your streaming device of choice, or to charge your 3D glasses. Yes, you heard me right. This projector right here, it supports 3D. Now that's a feature lacking on most of the other USTs out there right now, and all of you 3D enthusiasts have a reason to be excited about this. The V7050i also comes with a built-in placement guide to help you find the optimal position away from the screen for whichever image size that you desire. Now let's get to the specs. This particular projector has a 0.25:1 throw ratio. That means it only needs to be 8.7 inches away to make a 100-inch diagonal image and only 13 inches away to do a massive 120. The V7050i has a laser light engine with an expectancy of at least 20,000 hours before you experience any dimming whatsoever. This BenQ boasts a brightness of 2,500 ANSI lumens, making it perfect for rooms with lots of ambient light, such as your living room. When you pair this with a proper ultra short throw ambient light rejecting screen, you've absolutely got a true television replacement. The V7050i uses a 6-segment color wheel, which allows it to achieve 98% of the DCI-P3 color space thanks to BenQ's cinematic color technology. The BenQ V7050i is the first projector in its price class to use the superior 0.47-inch DMD ECD chipset as opposed to the 0.47 DMD Pico chipset used in its competitors. The 7050i is the first model with the ECD DMD chip in this price range. The V7050i is advertising a 2 million to 1 contrast ratio. Now, that sounds pretty high because it is, but remember to take that with a grain of salt. That all being said, the black levels and contrast that this projector produces are just as good, if not better, than any other projector at its price point. So, let's get to the pros and cons of this projector, and we're going to start with the pros. This projector has bright, vivid colors. BenQ's cinematic color technology is one of the primary features that they are touting about this unit, and it absolutely delivers. The dynamic black technology of the V7050i produces a fantastic floor for the black, as well as providing fantastic contrast. With the filmmaker mode enabled, we strip away all of the digital alterations that this projector produces, and we get to view the content exactly as the filmmaker intended. The V7050i is one of the few laser TV projectors out there that supports 3D content. One of the most unique features about this projector is its motorized sunroof. It opens up to reveal the lens when you power it on, and it shuts it to protect the lens when you power it down. So now let's talk about the cons. The V7050i does not have any built-in applications. It does, however, come with a dongle to support the Android operating system. Why is that bad? It will occupy one of the USB power ports as well as one of the HDMI ports in the back, leaving you with only one other HDMI input for your other devices. With an 80 millisecond lag time, this is not our first choice for competitive gamers. However, for casual gamers such as myself who want to play in 4K, this projector is more than suitable. The integrated audio may not be the best in its class, but it's certainly not the worst. So enough about the fit and finish of this projector. Let's get right to it. Let's fire this baby up and see how it looks. Y'all ready? I know I am. Let's do it! And we're back. And now it's time for the moment that you've been waiting for. We're going to turn this projector on and see how the image looks. Now you may hear a noise. That is the automatic sunroof, which opens up when you turn the projector on to expose the lens so that it can start projecting. So, first thing you can obviously see is that the colors coming out of this projector are phenomenal. Now again, we are playing HDR content, so we are in the HDR10 mode of this projector. And what's unique about this compared to other comparably priced ultra short throws is that this retains a high level of brightness when running in this highly calibrated picture mode. So, this projector at maximum brightness is going to output 2500 lumens, and while we're running in this HDR10 mode, it's going to be putting out around 1950 lumens. That is substantially brighter than other comparably priced USTs in its class when they are running in HDR10 mode. BenQ makes a big deal about their HDR Pro technology, which enhances the dynamic range in HDR10 and HLG modes and provides 1.3 times the brightness for white and dynamic black. While running HDR content, you also have the option to put this projector into filmmaker mode. Filmmaker mode disables all post-processing, such as motion smoothing, and it preserves the correct aspect ratios, colors, and frame rates that the filmmaker intended. You can see here that in filmmaker mode, we have a very comparable image to what we saw in HDR10, except all of the post-processing has been removed. It still is very bright, very vibrant colors, and overall, it really just kicks butt. That is phenomenal. You can really see a great level of detail in all of the shadows. There's really fantastic black levels, great contrast against the whites. Even here in filmmaker mode, that motion handling is smooth without any of the post-processing taking place. Overall, we have a really sharp, clean, crisp image with bright, vibrant colors, great black floor, great white ceiling. Overall, at the $3,500 price point, this is absolutely a leader in the class. All right, so we've turned HDR off of our video source and we're going to be playing some standard dynamic range content through this projector. When running SDR content, you have a couple other picture modes available to you that were not there with HDR. This projector has a bright mode, a bright cinema mode, a filmmaker mode, and a DCI-P3 mode all natively baked in, as well as a user-defined mode for you to set your own settings for this particular projector. So we're going to start this video off running this content in bright mode, which is going to be the maximum output of light that this projector can handle. It's also not going to be the best image, but it is going to be the brightest and is totally suitable for less critical type of non-cinematic viewing, such as television shows, sports, video games, cartoons, and other type of content where accuracy is not as important as brightness. So as you can see, this is bright. There is no doubt about it. What we miss when we run it in bright mode is really that deep black level that we're going to see in some higher calibrated picture modes, and we also see some oversaturation of the colors. That all being said, this is far less oversaturated in bright mode than some of the other projectors that we've evaluated in our UST series when they are running in their brightest mode as well. Next, we are going to try this content running in bright cinema mode. Bright cinema mode is a step down in brightness from the bright mode and a step closer to a more calibrated picture mode. Bright cinema is going to be better than bright mode when you are watching film content and other things where you really want a higher quality picture, but still need that extra oomph of brightness that you get from the bright picture modes. After bright cinema mode, we are going to take it into filmmaker mode. Filmmaker mode is very similar to the filmmaker mode with HDR in the fact that it takes away all of the post-processing that the projector handles. However, we are getting a SDR signal without any of that alteration as opposed to the HDR signal that we saw earlier in this video. Last but not least that we're going to run through is the DCI-P3 mode. This is essentially the cinema mode of this projector with SDR content. This is going to be the best picture when it comes to contrast as well as colors. And while not as bright as the bright mode or the bright cinema mode, as you can see, is still more than substantially bright for this well-lit environment on the special UST ALR screen and provides a totally suitable image for a television replacement as these laser TV projectors are intended to be. So, to sum it all up, we've got a winner right here.
Yes! That's awesome!
It's bright enough to be a television replacement in most living room environments. It's got phenomenal color that's both bright and vivid without being oversaturated. It's got great optics that produce a very sharp image with a high level of detail. And it's packed with a couple other features that you'll find on no other ultra short throws out there right now. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions about this projector or anything else projection, don't hesitate to hit us up at ProjectorScreen.com. You can visit us on the web, shoot us an email, give us a call, hit us on live chat, send a carrier pigeon, use smoke signals, or virtually any communication method that you prefer. We are here for you. If you want to stay up to date with all of our latest, greatest content and promotions, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever social media platform of your choice. Once again, this is Brian with ProjectorScreen.com. Thanks for watching, and keep on projecting.